It's fucking cold. I don't know what temperature is, but fuck, it's cold. It's early. I don't like the cold or the early. Ah.
Doink, 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 doink.
Daphne! Daphne! Finally! Hi! There's my girl. Hello! Hi! Oh jeez. Hi! Hey! Okay, ready? There's your apple. Good girl. She's a good girl, hey? I have no idea if I'm meant to be eating like that. You took your time noticing me, you're right. She's a good girl, hey? Another one? Yeah. You're right. There you go. Got it? Good girl. Yeah, happy girl, hey? Alright, so I thought I would just add this little bit of a vlog in because I didn't really do anything today. I saw Daphne, as you just seen, like just then. And if you stay tuned, you'll see a little bit of a rant between me trying to basically interpret my thoughts into words in a way that majority of the people will understand, because apparently, well, watch the rant and you understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, I thought I'd just say, after Daphne, we kind of came home. I found a Furby at the op shop, as well as a fur real cat. But I found the Furby and I couldn't get it working. It's baby Furby. You can probably see it up behind me. That one, I think. Yeah, that one. Anyway, I couldn't get it working. Put the batteries in, as you can see in a minute. I'm going to review on that post. But I thought I'd just let you know that I found that for like, I think it was like $1. I got like 5 toys for $1. So that fur real cat that did work, the Furby that didn't work, and 2 toy things for my dog. So I thought, yeah, $1, yay, type thing, like op shop hunting. Like we went to a fair few places today, op shop wise, and my mum got a heap of scarves and stuff like that for like $1. So we went dollar hunting. Why the hell not? Hey, you're helping out a charity. You're getting stuff that you would normally spend a shitload on, saving money, and yeah, it's fun. It's good. Anyway, my main priority today was to go hunting for new army boots or new work boots. Now, I went to the Aussie Disposals, which is our army surplus store. That's all fine. I went in there looking for boots. Now, I have a weird fascination with getting a certain style of boot that I like to wear. Now, I've got my Docs. They're my everyday, like, going out type boots, but I wanted a pair of boots that in the beginning I could wear out, but then later on they'll just be work boots, like mowing the lawns, gardening, if I have to run out to the chickens and stuff like that. That kind of boot, right? So my old boots, I'm not sure if you've seen them. I'll get them in a minute. They're old, ripped up, beat up. They've got holes in them. They're no longer waterproof and everything like that. I wanted to replace them. They're like 4 or 5 years old. So I got my, what is that, $180 worth out of them. And that's why I buy army boots for my work boots, because they last. So that's all fine. Went looking. Most boots are around 120. I'm like, yeah, I'm expecting to pay that. If I can get it cheaper, excellent. If not, then yeah. What I've learned from these boots compared to my old army boots that I got like 10 years ago is I need steel cap boots for when I'm using these as work boots, and they need to be waterproof. So with that, I'm looking for a specific boot. My first one's the steel caps, second ones weren't, I learned my lesson, you know. It doesn't matter if they got a zip or laces or whatever, that's fine. Um, that's all fine. I went looking, there was nothing I liked. Nothing I liked in my price range that actually had like the steel cap. Now, it doesn't have to actually be steel. It can be like reinforced plastic cap, toe cap or something. I don't really care what the material is, as long as it's got a reinforced toe. So like, if I stub my toe on a brick or something, it's not going to actually like break my toe type thing. You know, I've got a weird fascination with my toes breaking. But I could not find anything. So I left that. There's two other places. One I forgot to go to, and the other one I planning to go next week. I'm gonna have a look to see if they've got other styles of boots. If they don't, then there's a place online that I'm going to go to. Well, it's not a place, it's eBay, but it's a specific store on eBay that's Australian that stocks a work boot that I'm interested in, but no one locally has it. Only downside of buying boots online is sizing, and then if they're not right, you have to send them back, try and get another size, and it's a hassle. That's why I'd rather go in store. So I have to go looking for them next week. But yeah, this is missing from the vlog, so I thought I'd add that in. Anyway, on we go. Alright, so I couldn't get the Furby working. New batteries, changed heap of times, nothing. It's got an on-off switch at the back, but no reset button, so yeah, I don't know. It's okay though, because he's going to go up on the shelf. But it's got pink eyes, like, apparently that's not a super common one or something. But anyway, still pretty good condition. Even the pretty white and like new, so someone's taking care of it pretty good. It's got like paint or something, so like someone's tried to paint its nails with texture, it looks like, so they should come off enough. But normally with these kind, the emotronic whatever ones, the beak, because it's a silicone-y rubber type material, that normally breaks really easily, so that's okay. You can sit on the shelf somewhere. We found for, I think it was like $1 we spent, and we got like a shitload of them. I don't know. Little fur reel thing. There's like a proper fur reel. So they're not the cheap ones. This one works. So yeah, this one works. That's pretty good that it works. So yeah, not all is lost. So fuck it, still talking. But yeah, that's about it for today. Nothing really happened. Yeah, we did our thing. Oh, I paid off Morrowind, which is like this, but not this. It's the one for the ESO. That got paid off, so I'll be picking that up on the 6th of which is next week. 6 days from now, I suppose. I'll be picking that up. So that's good. That's all paid for, and it's actually, I owed less than I thought I did. And oh, I got, let me find it. At EB Games they had little pins for like $3. So I got a Overwatch one because, well, I haven't seen pins and I know what Overwatch is. So I thought that was cool. I'll probably put it on my bag or put it somewhere. I don't know where yet. But yes, that is all I did. I didn't do much of anything. I went op shop hunting, and that's about it. What are they called? Skylanders. I don't really fully understand what a Skylander is, but they had these for like $1. Now I'm putting little critters inside my computer box. Inside the box. Being careful what I put in there, so they're only going to be like little plastic figurines. But it's a little eye, I don't know what he is, and a little like scorpion type thing. So he's going to go in there with the dinosaur that I've got in there at the moment. I'll show you in a minute. And yeah, they're going to, when I get lights for it, I still got to work out the whole lighting node thing, strip lights for the motherboard. But once that goes in there, you'll be able to see all these little critters inside. They're going to be cool. Okay, so I've stuck him up on the pipes there. The actual GPU gets pretty hot, so I'm not going to put anything on there unless I know that it's going to be safe. And then we've got little dinosaur, artificial Lego, and the little scorpion dude. So yeah, I will end up getting the strip lights along the front. Is that going to stay open? Along here, so they should be alright. One day when I figure out what I need. The strip lights will get plugged in though. right there, those 4 prongs, they plug in there. So I don't know what I need, but anyway. Anyway, I'm going. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this small, very small vlog. Hit the like button if you did like it. Dislike if you disliked it. Subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more. I will be live streaming something at some point very soon, so keep an eye out for that. Until then, be good to people, and I will catch you guys later. See ya. Alrighty, so I had a bit of a ranting video earlier. I normally do my rants, no big deal, but the one that I did, I won't be adding that in because I don't know, I seem to run away with my thoughts, I suppose, and it came off a little bit I don't know, bad. So let me recap on basically the point of the matter without actually running into my thoughts bouncing everywhere. The other day I did a 90s tag. Some of you may have seen it, some of you may not. I will try and tag it at the end of this video. But the 90s tag was a tag about the 90s, you know. I stated on there that at the very beginning of tag, split the video into 2. So at the very beginning of video number 1, I said, I'm a 90s kid, and you know, I came from an era where like the respect and common decency of the little people was still a common thing before the government told parents to stop disciplining your kids in the form of smacking or putting them in their rooms, like sending them to their room or in the naughty corner. Now, that's basically every single person I've asked from the 90s onwards has said that they were disciplined in the form of smacking. A lot of them have said before the 90s it was a wooden spoon, a ruler, or a belt. Some of them even with the belt buckle part. But in general, most of them were smacked. Disciplined via smacking, and they haven't had any long-term problems with that. Now, I know recently in the uprise of social media and stuff like that, that if one person posts something, for example, and staying on this topic, disciplining your children via smacking is counted as abuse, and it is now banned and illegal, and you know, a kid can sue the parent for smacking them and stuff like that. That was going around a couple of years ago. It was apparently all over the world, and it was a common knowledge to everyone that smacking is illegal. Now, that is in fact false for Australia. I did a little bit of research after I sort of ran into a troll. Well, maybe you can count him as a troll, whatever. I'll get into that in a minute. Now, the law in Australia states that you as a parent are allowed to smack your child with an open hand, so it has to be open hand, you can't beat them. Open hand on a covered back of the legs or the backside, so or the back of their hand. Back of the hand doesn't have to be covered as far as I know. So, you know, you can smack them on the back of the hand, on the bum, smack, smack, bad type thing, you know. Use common sense. It comes down to common sense, people, okay? It's not that hard to have some common sense. At least I don't think it is it? Now, if I was a parent, or any parent out there, they can give permission to somebody out there, in Australia only, disclaimer, Australia only, they can give permission to any adult out there who is going to be watching, caring for their children for some time. They can give permission for that adult to discipline their child in the form of smacking. Alright, now, I read, it was like an actual Australian government website stating the different laws in each state. Most of them are all the same. Some of them state slightly different things, as they do. That stated that if your child is going to get babysat by someone, an adult say, I'm going off adults here, that adult is, if the parents have given permission, that adult is allowed to smack the child if needed to. So if you have an open fire and you've got your little baby gate up around the fire and that kid knows by the parent, not allowed to go there, if you do that, you're going to get burned. So if you go up there, I'm going to get your hand, I'm going to go, no, bad, you know. So the parents have gone out and the babysitter's there and the parents go, okay, if that kid goes near that thing, you grab their hand, you smack it, you say no. That's disciplining your child. Okay, that's basic common sense discipline of a child in a situation that is, it's needed to discipline them, because a smack on the hand stings for about 2 seconds. Okay, we'll upset the kid for like a couple of minutes. Them touching a hot, say, open fire is going to cause basically long-term damage to their hand, to their body. Something worse, they could burn their house down, they can catch fire. That's just an example, okay? Now that, as an example, is how I view discipline with smacking. Now let's get on to the, this is on vidme. So I have a vidme account, vid.me, I think it is. I don't know, same name, XOWX, if you want to go looking for it. That account, I put that tag video on there, and one person popped up and said that, well, they kept replying. So I should have just ignored it. It was a troll, basically. Yes, anyone is allowed to have their own opinions, as I am. The good thing about the internet and YouTube is I can voice my opinions out here. I can have other people come in and out. They can tell me theirs. They can say I'm wrong, I'm right, I agree, but anything like that. That's the beauty of the internet. We all have a voice. Now this person's voice stated that I was I think it's a child abusing monster, and that we're going to keep the comments up there, because that way then anyone that comes to your channel can see what a monster you are. Remember that word by word, basically. And they're also stating that they hope I never have a child. And because they stated that, oh, this is in the beginning when they started, they said that, so it's fine for you to punish your child like this, but if my woman disrespects me, I can beat her and teach her a lesson. Now, I pulled him up and I said, you can't say you're a woman, because that means that you own her, and that's not correct. So apparently I'm a feminist Nazi or something as well. Whatever. I'm standing up for women's rights, okay? Because I'm a woman, women needs rights. Yeah? Whatever. If that makes me a feminist Nazi, so be it. But that's like a completely separate thing. Common sense, okay? Common fucking sense that this dude apparently didn't have. Because if he can't distinguish the difference between disciplining a child and beating up a woman, or an adult for that matter, one, he shouldn't breed at all ever, and his woman should basically leave him. That's what it came down to. Apparently, because maybe I worded it wrong, maybe I misspoke. I do that quite often. Apparently what's in my head doesn't come out in a proper, basic, understanding way for some people. Whatever, it happens. But there is a difference between disciplining your child and beating up an adult. Apparently I don't see the difference. Apparently a child who is innocent and naive and dependent on an adult, and then you come along and beat them. This is what he's thinking. I'm getting a fucking broom and I'm beating this kid down because he went near a hot stove after I said no, type thing. Like, come on, dude. Seriously? Okay, so, no, I'm not technically defending what I said, because I still believe, yes, a parent should discipline a child to the point where if they need to smack them, smack them. Don't hit them upside the head, okay, guys? That's for, like, Gibbs to do to Denozo. Like, don't hit your kids in the head. A swift 1 or 1-2 on the back of the legs, on the backside, back of the hand. Tell them no. If they're old enough to understand why, smack. Now, you don't do this. Now, yes, I'm not a parent, but I have common sense to know that kids today don't think they're allowed to discipline. Parents don't think they're allowed to discipline their kids. Kids think they can get away with it. The rise of technology, parents are distracted. Kids want, and parents can't afford it. It's a sad world. We've advanced to a sad world. This generation's kids are disrespectful. I don't know why. It could be the disciplining. It could be maybe this dude reckons that disciplining your kid with corporal punishment, smacking your kid, apparently lowers the IQ and causes traumatic mental states. Who knows? You've got like an entire generation now, 90s kids that didn't have a problem. 80s kids probably copped it worse. 70s kids even worse again. Fuck, I think like the 60s used to get their ass whooped to the point where like it would have been counted as child abuse. They're fine. They raise good kids. So did generations after them. But then you get to the 90s and we've started having problems. Like the 90s generation, their kids are having problems. So that's how I see it anyway. I could be wrong, is what I believe. If you don't like to discipline your kids with a smack here and there, fine. You don't have to. They're your kids. But on the grand scheme of things, a smack on the hand sometimes is necessary. Kids about to run into the traffic and you've told them not to. You grab them. You're in like a fluster because you almost got your kid hit by a car. So you grab the hand, smack. Don't do that. I suppose some people swear at their kids like, don't fucking do that. You understand how fucking bad that is now. Kids going to be scared of that. So they're not going to take in any of that. They're going to see that, oh, mum went mental. I better not do that again. Or, hey, they're giving me attention. I might do that again. It happens to some kids. They see it as an attention thing. Anyway. So that was the troll rant thing that happened on vidme. The comments are still up if you want to go check it out. If I'm a monstrous adult child abuse feminist Nazi, then so be it, okay? But yes, I don't have a child. No, I don't really want children. No, I'm not a fan of children, but I've known kids who had run wild, not caring, parents don't give a fuck type thing, and then they were transferred onto another parent after about, say, 4 months of, like, you know, training them basically. A couple of smacks on the backside. They're perfect angels now. So a little bit of stinging and fear of getting that stinging again if they're misbehaving goes a long way. Like, it's how all of us work, isn't it? With fear of punishment. That's why we don't go kill everyone, because we'll go out, end up in jail. Kids need a little bit of simpler fear. Smack on the hand, hurts, don't do it again. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap that up. But yes, that was ranting. That's my Thursday rant. As I said, I did it before. I did the whole ranting thing before, but it came out bad. So hopefully this has explained it in some sort of clean-cut kind of way that hopefully comes across as clear and understanding as possible. But yeah, once again, Australia, perfectly legal to smack your child within reason. Open hand, backside, back of the hand. Don't beat your kids. There is a difference between beating your children and disciplining your child with a smack. If you can't distinguish the difference, and if you think that beating an adult, or a woman for instance, is the same thing as smacking a child, you need your head checked. Okay. Comment your thoughts. Troll me if you must. Dislike, like, I don't care. That's my thoughts. My voice open on my channel. Enjoy.